As the dust settled on the 14th general election, Dr. Syed Husin Ali is happy to see a peaceful transition of power. Born in 1936, the veteran activist has seen Malaysia go through many phases, but he ranks current developments as among the most exciting.
Of course, I'm very happy, and I didn't expect that the win would be so big. And I hope they'll follow up with real reform changes. I monitored the results from the party office, and we could get the early results. So by 9 o'clock, I had known already that we had won. It started with Batu, suddenly with that young guy getting a majority, a huge majority, So when he got that majority, I thought, well, we are going to win. I hope that the government will be pro-people in its economic and social policies, especially. Normally, some people are afraid that if you do that, then the Malays will lose out. My argument is that it won't. Because if you take, for instance, households that earn below 3,000 or 4,000, more than two-thirds or even three-fourths are Malays. You will be pleasing the Malays, and you won't be angering the Chinese by depriving them if you have very ethnic race and racial policies. The past government had been very ethnic and even sometimes religious in its approach, and they were using ethnicity, race, in fact, to gain support from Malays, which they failed to do. So I don't think we can afford to have that kind of policy. And there is always the danger that you might slide to old ways. There are people who have old baggage in the present government. Of course, they have shown transformation. As they gain power, and as you know, power corrupts, then they might turn to what have been happening to the past government, to corruption, to oppression.
Dr. Syed may be a soft-spoken academic, but his track record reveals a fierce commitment to social justice. First politically active in the 1950s, he was inspired by left-leaning nationalists during the Merdeka era. He has gone through many sacrifices, including 6 years of detention without trial under the ISA. He has seen many comrades fall by the wayside.
I was detained together with a big number of students at the beginning, over 1,000 students, and some student leaders like Anwar Ibrahim, and some lecturers like Gurdial Singh. And we were taken mainly as a result of the participation of students and lecturers and their support for the Baling incident. There was a gathering of more than 30,000 kampung people who were very angry with the economic condition then. Price of rubber was down, and at that time members of parliament raised their allowances. People were really very angry. That happened in Baling as well as Sikh. And in Kuala Lumpur, we supported them. Maybe I was a little bit overactive together with the students. All kinds of attempts they made to kill my spirits. My spirits became stronger. People like Bustamam and Burhanuddin and Isa Aj Muhammad, sometimes they are almost forgotten. And that's why I write People's History of Malaysia, to show that there is the other side of history. Not just the history of the elite, by the elite, but also history of the people. Not only the anti-colonial struggles, but also the struggles to improve the socio-economic conditions of people.
He said, "This is not a time for complacency. Rather, it is one of renewed commitment to our collective future, the new Malaysia."